This is David Gaume, and I'm having sort of a surreal experience here because Jeannie is filming a video of how we make our videos. And I'm setting up her phone into our tripod for the video on the books that have influenced her. So this little device here is something that we bought at Walmart, and you see it's got a little spring-loaded deal, and I can pull up on it, and it then holds the camera nice and steady on the tripod. The tripod we got somewhere else, so now I'm setting it up, close all the apps. I'm going to the camera, and then I'm going to the video. And so, let's see, it's actually recording now. I'm going to get a little closer because I want to be able to see what Jeannie's talking about. And so now I'll take the camera from Jeannie, and she'll go sit in her place, and we'll be able to start filming the video we're actually working on. So I think that's all you get to see for now. And so let's see, it's actually recording now. I'm going to get a little closer because I want to be able to see what Jeannie's talking about. And so now I'll take the camera from Jeannie, and she'll go sit in her place, and we'll be able to start filming the video we're actually working on. So I think that's all you get to see for now. All right, that was really good. I think that's going to be the opening of our video. Where's the? Oh boy, it's upside down. Okay. I don't like the lighting. Let's see if I can get some more light. I don't know if I'm getting too much light from the side there. Well, that helps. That really does help. I'm amazed. Turn that back on. I want to see how that changes. Amazing. Okay, turn that off then. That light isn't helping us, it's hurting us. And I don't, okay, it is going. So, you ready?
Yeah. Hello again, this is Jeannie Gaume, and I'm here in our little corner library because I'm going to talk about books. Books that have encouraged and inspired and motivated us in the glass business and in creativity in general. Thank you for letting me share these books with you. And if you have some ideas about some fun books that you would like to share, would you please write to me? I have a list of other books that I'd like to read, And if I come up with some more, I'll put it on the blog or website, and so we can share with each other. Let's have our own little book club, shall we? Okay. Thank you so much for being here and for letting me share these things with you. Have a wonderful day.
All right, that was good, Jeannie.
All right, here I am in my stained glass office, and I'm using a program now called AirDroid, and AirDroid lets me download the raw video that we just shot of Jeannie, and I'm going to open Android. This is okay. Forgot. So this screen here shows all the folders on Jeannie's phone, and I'm going to click here on videos. We've got two videos. This first one here, or this last one here, is one she shot at school the other day, and this is the one that we just shot today. So when I click on this box and then click download, it begins to download to my computer, and it'll take about 9 minutes or so. And so after it downloads, then I'll come back and show you what I do next. Alright, so now we're on the computer, and we're going to create a folder for this project. I went to glass drawings, I meant to go to video. Okay, so now we're going to video. We'll go to the homemade video folder, and the new folder that I'm going to create is 5 book recommends. And I'll click it, and the folder is empty. So now I go back to the last video that we shot because I got it saved here. I've got my different music and logo. And so I want to copy that, and I'm going to put that in this folder. Now I need to find that download that I just did from AirDroid. So I go to Windows Explorer, and I have to go down to the drive. And now I want to go down to Users, find myself, and I go to Downloads. I got to figure out which one it is. Let's see. These are different ones that we've, here's one that I did on the Grinder series. Here's one that we did on we walked around. I think this is it. So I'm going to drag it over to the folder. Drop it. And just for fun, let's make sure it's really it. I said just for fun, and I meant it. Okay, that's the right video. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do next is just something that helps me to speed things up. And that is that I'm going to copy this to that folder. The reason I'm doing that is because it's got a couple of tools that I've used already, but I'm going to rename the thing to 5 book recommends. Now, when I open that, Power Director opens. This is just a wonderful program. I'm going to ignore the ones that aren't there. Now you see, I've got a whole bunch of stuff from an old video. Well, now what I do is just smear over it all, delete it. Nothing here. Delete all those. Now it's a fresh screen, just like you would see when you first open up your Power Director. Now I go to File. I'm going to import media files, and it opens up to an area that I used to be in. So I come up to 5 book recommends, and I want all of these imported. So I grab them all and say open. Okay, so the first thing that we do is we take our opening music, and you see it's kind of small looking. So I expand it, and I put our picture in, the logo picture, and I drag this out. Okay, so that is the opening of the video. Now the next thing I need is the video that we just shot, and I know that we've got a bunch of video that is not relevant to this shoot. And so I'm going to record email. Okay, so I think I got to get up here to where Jeannie's even in the light. Okay, and I discovered that the lighting, see how she's kind of dark there? Well, so we're going to turn this lamp off, and it helps. So that's just background stuff. We're going to see how that really changes it all. And I can see the audio here as well as the video. And that's helpful sometimes, because I can tell when she starts to talk. So you ready? Okay, see, you can tell she's going to start to talk right there. Now I'm going to back this up, and I'm going to now split this. So it took the two parts and split them apart. All of this is the stuff that I don't need in this video. All of this is the stuff that I do. So I'm going to tell it to remove and fill the gap. So it moved everything over after it removed it. Now let's see if that's right.
Hello again.
Okay, see, there's a bit of a pause there, and I left that pause in there because now I'm going to go to my transition. And I'm going to take the transition called Broken Glass, and I'm going to put it in between my opening and the video. Well, that clips off some of the sound in the video, because then it makes them overlap. So I think this will work pretty good. So we'll try it. Here we go.
Hello again. This is Jeannie Dom, and I'm here in our.
What do you think? Is that too much of a pause?
Because I'm going to talk about books. Books that have encouraged and inspired and
Let's look at it again.
Hello again, this is Jeannie Dom.
Yeah, I guess it's okay.
Here in our little corner library, because I'm going to talk about books. Books that have encouraged and inspired and motivated us in the glass business and in creativity in general. So I'd like to start with From Starving to Successful.
Okay, so she just said the title, To Starving to Successful. So now I'm going to go up to my title room, and I'm going to get a title that's already been created, it doesn't say starving to successful. It says get out of the studio. Well, I can change that easily. And now I've written the name of Jason Horsch on this piece of paper because I can never remember how to spell it. Okay, so starving to successful, Jason Horsch. And here it shows a dialogue here that it's going to zoom in, it's going to stay, then it's going to zoom out. That's what I want to do. That's why I kept that old one, because this has already been created. It's quicker for me. Okay, let's see how it looks.
From Starving to Successful. This is a book by Jason Horsch, and it has really been influential for us. He talks about working with galleries.
Okay, so that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to go through the entire clip and get rid of any mistakes, and I'm also going to put in titles as they're needed. So that's the first one. But now we can go to the end, because I know that when Jeannie says goodbye, there's more for me to clip off.
Maybe they don't have anything to do about creativity. So, thank you for letting me share these books with you. And if you have some ideas about some fun books that you'd like to share, would you please write to me? I have a list of other books that I'd like to read, and if I come up with some more, I'll put it on the blog or website, and so we can share with each other. Let's have our own little book club, shall we? Thank you so much for being here and for letting me share these things with you. Have a wonderful day.
Okay, and pause, and up there. I started to say something, so. All right, now see, I want to be careful not to clip off too much. So I split that, and I removed the part that I don't need, and it didn't come up with that extra dialogue because nothing was behind it. So now I can go back up to my editing area, and I can drag down our logo, and I can drag down the closing music. Now the closing music is much longer, not much longer, but it's a little longer. And I want to be able to see it better. So now I'm going to click here and open up my ending logo so it lasts as long as the music. Then I'm going to go to our transition room and bring down broken glass. And we'll see how it looks.
Have a wonderful day.
Is that all of it? I gotta make sure.
For being here and for letting me share these things with you. Have a wonderful day.
Okay. So, I'll go through that and finish the video, and then I'll go here and produce it by selecting which that I want an MP4, and it's going to go to the same quality that I usually shoot, which is 1920 by 1080, 16 megapixels. That will get dumbed down even more when I put it on YouTube. But that's the main part of it. I do have to go back to edit anyhow, and I go to File, and I save my project, and it's saving it to right there. And so all of this information now is there on the timeline, and we'll be able to finish it all up. Now, I did want to point something out. this little device here is something that I just bought. It's called the Duo Book, and it's got two 2-terabyte hard drives inside of it. This is my backup system. It cost me $250 on Amazon. $250. That's cheap. And I'll tell you how cheap it is. I was able to take all of my data. This thing, I've got a 1-terabyte drive here, which is my C drive, which keeps all my programs. And this is my E drive, which keeps all of my data. Those are my CAD drawings, my videos, and music, a lot of music. And this drive failed. And it cost me $100 for the new drive. That was okay. But it cost me $300 to recover all of the data from the old drive. Now, $300 was just money down the drain. If I had paid the $250 for this baby and had it all backed up, all I would have had to have done was remove this drive, put in the new one, and restore from here. So, you know you're going to have data failures. I just really highly recommend that you get one of these because it's just a really great tool. Well, I think that's about all we need to tell you about how we make videos here in our stained glass studio. If you're the type of person who's thinking about videos, you'll probably enjoy this. This Power Director costs less than $100. It's a great piece of software, and whenever I need to find out how to do something, I just go online and I type in and I Google Power Director, whatever I'm trying to find out. And there are little training videos. Some are put out by them and some are put out by other people who are doing this kind of work. So it's pretty good online training, and you ought to be able to do pretty well with it. So Power Director, get yourself a Duo Book backup system. You'll be ready to go. All right, this has been David Gaum in the stained glass office. See ya.